What is up to everybody watching the VOD, because nobody's joined yet. How's it going? We are doing a quick stream. I should probably get my camera out of the way. I was about to record a video about George Lucas and what happened with Disney following the acquisition of Lucasfilm, but then people got home and there's too much background noise, so that's going to have to wait for later. But what is up? How's it going, GW Customs? How's everybody doing? Thank you for joining in. So, I was doing a thing. As you guys have probably noticed over the last couple months, I've been semi into the knockoff game, like more and more frequently. Did this video covering Korg, who I did a quick repaint on for the face. And you might have seen my Instagram story a while ago. You might remember I mentioned that I ordered a lot of knockoffs. And those all just came in. And I was kind of opening them myself, just quietly. And then I was like, why not do a quick stream with this? And wow, is it incredibly bright. I think the lights are adjusting. What's up, Master Builder Jai? What's up, dude? How's it going? Action Jack 2050 Lego Star Wars 9 sets thoughts. I'm not really impressed, which is why I'm probably only going to be reviewing one or two, but they do look good for anybody who missed out on the original Force Awakens line. But yeah, what's up, WT Customs 04? Yeah, so anyway, we've got a bunch of knockoffs open today. I've got Jane Foster, who I already opened. This is a surprisingly good figure. And then I actually also opened the Endgame Mark 85. I have no idea which companies actually make these. I know there's like WM and like Zenith or whatever. I have no idea. But they have these really great wing pieces. And that's always why I pick up knockoffs, guys. I mean, if they're useful, then I get them. I don't just get them just for the hell of it. Do you wish Lego made MCU minifigure packs? I mean, yeah. I would hope that at some point Lego gets the green light to do a collectible minifigure series for the MCU, because I know they're doing one for DC, which is huge progress and very exciting. But yeah, you started a Daredevil custom. That's awesome, Quaid. Send me a DM. I'd love to see it. But yeah, so anyway, I got the I forget which suit this is. This is the one with kind of it's like the Mark 40 shotgun from Iron Man 3, but it's got the camo on it. I forget which one this is, but I did get this one. What happened with Disney and George Lucas? Well, basically, George Lucas was sort of betrayed, and Bob Iger, the CEO of Disney himself, pretty much admitted to the fact that they not only didn't stick to any of George Lucas's ideas, but they kind of almost insinuated that they might, and then didn't tell him when they decided not to, and then he essentially walked into a room and was kind of taken off guard and angered by that, and felt kind of betrayed, and didn't really wind up enjoying The Force Awakens for pretty much the same reasons that I tend to criticize the movie. So anyway, I will talk about that in a separate vlog on MGF Extra soon, and then me and Tate for the MGF podcast are recording a separate video about it for that channel tonight. But yeah, so I've got this big ass bubble mailer, and I just got like a ton of knockoffs in here. I don't know how long I'm going to be here, but I just figured it'd be better to do a stream opening these than just like me sitting at my desk quietly doing it. Are you going to do Far From Home Spider-Man? Yes, sir, but it'll be sometime after Endgame. So that'll probably be like start of 2020, honestly. Did you see It Chapter 2? I could not care less about the It franchise. Man, the lighting is so weird right now. Like, I don't know, maybe I should turn this off? Does that help? No? The lighting is just so weird. I look like I'm glowing. This is amazing. But not really. Maybe I can do this? No? Okay, let's try this guy. I'm just going to try to fix this lighting because I don't want to look like a freaking vampire here. Here we go. No? Okay, I'm just going to turn this one back on. The Hulkbuster knockoff is so cool. Yeah, dude, it's pretty great. You might have seen that on my story as well. That one came in before these. So yeah, now we got the blue silver. Jeez, I am just like, oh my god. Dude, I'm like, okay, maybe if I tilt the camera down, that seemed to help a little bit, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, why not Fat Thor? Yeah, dude, so I'm not going to do Fat Thor because I really was not a fan of how they portrayed Thor in Endgame for a variety of reasons that I've talked about at length. I'd really rather not continue going into it, but essentially I'm going to be doing Infinity War Thor V2 for the Endgame showcase. So I need something to get the hands in place, like a solid surface to get the hands to slot in correctly, because they're a little bit finicky with these knockoffs, and you got to be really careful. I'm not really sure if this is even going to help, but can you do Mysterio's final battle suit? No, I would just do Mysterio himself. Yeah, dude, I know The Last of Us Part 2 trailer dropped. I did hear about that. I have yet to watch the trailer, but I'm very excited. Are you excited for The Rise of Skywalker? No, sir, but I am. I will be there. I'm really not a huge fan of where the sequel trilogy, the story of the sequel trilogy is right now. Kind of disappointed by a lot of the decisions that they've made, but I'll be there to see it, man. What about Professor Hulk? Yeah, dude, so Professor Hulk, I do plan on... Alright, I'm not gonna lie. I am sitting here trying to get this hand in place, and it's not working out. I just need something that I can... Let me try this base plate. Do I have a smaller base plate anywhere? I just need something that I can press the hands into, so I can actually secure them in the arms without breaking them, because obviously these are knockoffs and plastic is not great, so bear with me here. Yeah, this guy's not working out. Are you going to make a custom Mandalorian figure? I don't think so. Probably not for release, but at some point, yeah, that's on the list too. There are a lot of things on the list, and I am just glowing today. All right, come on. There we go. I got a hand in. Progress. Jeez. What do you think about Titans? Well, Titans Season 1 was total garbage. There are some redeeming qualities to the show and the way they portray some characters and handle certain things, but overall it's garbage, and Season 2 is looking better, but not by much. That being said, I'm still paying for that damn subscription, and I just broke that hand. And I usually have it playing in the background while I work on figures. Will you make a short hair Captain Marvel? So basically Captain Marvel 2023. Yes, sir, that will happen. She is on the roster for the Endgame showcases. There we go. Got both hands in place. Besides Marvel, what customs do you want to do the most? Honestly, right now, there are two projects that I would tackle right now. Red Dead Redemption 2, the whole Vanderlyn gang, or a ton of figures from the Old Republic. So I'm talking Darth Revan, Satele Shan, Bastilla Shan, Jace Malcolm, Darth Malik. Oh man, I could go on and on. I love so many of the Old Republic characters, and I would love to make them in Lego. I'd love to go back and make some Forerunners from Halo. I'm going to release that list on Patreon at some point, just the list of figures that I would make if I wasn't such a huge MCU buff. But anyway, check that out. Blue Silver Centurion suit. I'm not sure which suit this is. I forget. I know the names of a bunch of the Iron Man 3 armors from the Iron Legion, but these ones in particular, I forgot. But I'll just start putting them on this base plate, see how far we can get here. Excuse any background noise, by the way, and I'm still glowing. Okay, will you ever make Lego Teletubbies? I should make Lego Teletubbies. That would be great. Teletubbies was like my jam as a toddler. Okay, so getting rid of the extra pieces. We've got our next figure. This is that one suit with the giant arm things. I forget which one this is too. Are you going to make Iron Patriot Mark II? Or yeah, okay, so Iron Patriot Mark II from Endgame. Yes, sir. I will be making Iron Patriot Mark II. I already have the armor from Tuminio to get started with as a really great head start. But here we go. We got more hands to plug in. And basically why this is taking so long, guys, is if you're not familiar with knockoffs, again, the hands just really don't get secured in place too easily sometimes. Joker will be average at best. Film Bros will ruin it. I hope you're wrong, man. I mean, there's a chance you could be right, but everything I've heard, it sounds like it's going to be pretty incredible. Are you going to make YouTuber figures? I mean, no. I mean, if I wind up meeting a YouTuber, I'd probably make one for them in advance really quick, but no, man. I mean, that's not really something I do necessarily. I just ordered a Endgame Thor knockoff, and it took forever for the arms. I imagine you mean getting the hands in? Yeah, it can be definitely a huge pain. and I just dropped a helmet. Oh no, where did it go? Oh, I got it. We're good. What's your favorite superhero? Dude, my favorite superhero? That's a tough one. I mean, it's really kind of it's a split between Captain America and Batman. I mean, probably Batman ultimately. But if I had to pick one for like, you know, DC or you know, for DC it's obviously Batman, and for Marvel it's definitely going to be Captain America. Are you going to make Ronin or Hawkeye? Dude, I pretty much just got started on Ronin not too recently. Not too recently? That's not what I meant to say. Not too long ago. Don't you know if you remember me from Brick Fair 2017? You'd have to kind of elaborate a little more. I can't really tell by the username and the meme face. But anyway, why aren't you going to make the stealth suit from Far From Home? I'm just not a big fan of the stealth suit. I just don't think it's that cool. I'm not as big fan of it as a lot of as everyone else. But anyway, yeah. So I just put together this suit. Check this out. This is the. Do any of you remember which suit this is? The number I forgot already. But this is the one that kind of like jammed its big pincers down into the bridge and knocked a bunch of extremist soldiers and like impaled them. This one's pretty cool. So putting him back there. And by the way, the reason I got so many of the Iron Man 3 suits is because I'm hoping at some point when I get more of the Iron Legion sets, I'll be able to fill it up with these. Because there's no way in hell I'm going to ever finish an entire Iron Legion ever. So the knockoffs, considering how damn cheap they are, you know, $1 or $2 a shot, sometimes less, it makes, you know, it's definitely, these make it very easy to fill up those spaces, right? So it should look great. Any plans on making a Professor Hulk? Yeah, dude, for Endgame, absolutely. I already know exactly how I'm going to make that figure, and it's just a matter of actually doing it, because he will be next up after I finish Black Widow and after I make Ronin, because then the showcase after that will be Thor and Smart Hulk, so it should be great. But yeah. What is up? That is quite a username. Iron Man is the best Avenger ever. Wow. Didn't know if I was going to be able to read that whole thing before it passed by the screen. Where do you get your knockoffs? Yeah, so I would normally get them off of eBay, but more recently I finally signed up for AliExpress, which is where they sell them primarily. And I set up a quick account there and placed a kind of big order. There's Camo Clone 134. If you do Rise of Skywalker figures, which characters would I do? Yeah, dude, probably just Rey and Kylo Ren. I really like Finn and Poe's appearances. I mean, those are my favorite costumes of theirs in the sequel trilogy so far. So, I mean, it would be nice to make them as well, but the likelihood is just not there because of all the other projects that I'd much rather be doing besides Rise of Skywalker. But here comes a meme. Here comes a meme, ladies and gentlemen. We've got the disco suit. You know, like the top comment on the first Endgame showcase was about the disco suit, and I was like... That was a figure I started in February of 2014, and it has been a meme that has just never left me. I mean, you guys are amazing, and just never forget anything. But there's the knockoff disco suit. I love it. Oh, man. Okay. So, getting rid of the extra pieces here, and the little baggie. Moving on to Red Snapper. Check it out. Yeah. Joker figures. I don't know, man. We'll see. I'd love to. Any tips for customs? Also, would you be willing to critique a few of my customs? Yeah, dude, 100%. Just shoot me a DM, but I may or may not be brutally honest. Probably not, though. I'm usually pretty easily on it. Do you watch Lego stop motions? Not nearly as much as I used to as a kid. But when I hear about some really good ones, I definitely take a second to check them out. But as far as like big stop motion YouTubers, you know, like Forest Fire, I totally dropped off and haven't watched one of his videos in a really long time, or, you know, any of those guys. Will you make more Halo customs? Dude, I am so disappointed with the current state of Halo right now. Halo 5's campaign was just honestly disgusting and an insult to the franchise. So I really don't have faith that Halo Infinite's necessarily going to be any better, even though the new engine looks good. But if it is, and I'm wrong, which I'm hoping I am, there's nothing I'd like more than to be wrong about the future of Halo and you know, have Halo 6 actually wind up somehow being amazing. But no, it's unlikely right now. Rise of Skywalker Showcase, yeah, so I'll probably just do Rey and Kylo Ren, because I'm really not too excited about the Rise of Skywalker right now, because, again, not very happy with the direction the story has taken for the sequel trilogy. I feel like they've wasted a lot of time. Will your Hulk have a burnt arm? Yes, that is the plan. The Smart Hulk Big Fig will have an alternative arm, because I think it would look pretty cool, and it really shouldn't be that difficult to do. Okay, now I'm not going to lie. You have these extra pieces included for Red Snapper's arms, and I'm not entirely sure how they're supposed to go together, so I will do that later and set these aside for the time being, because it almost appears that I'm missing one of the clips, because there's only one of these clips, obviously a knockoff 1x1 dark red modified clip there, but I'm going to set those aside. There's Red Snapper without the arms, so that's pretty awesome though. Very cheap, obviously, but really awesome. Favorite Spider-Man movie? Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. All right. By the way, I still got this bubble mailer of just tons of knockoffs, so we're going to keep going here. DC Universe Titans Custom Minifigs. No. I just said earlier on in the stream that I'm really displeased with Titans right now, and so I am not making figures for such a garbage show, even though I know some people are really enjoying it. That may be apparently an unpopular opinion. So, I'm pretty sure I just lost one of these hands. Where'd it go? Okay, so something went off the table. I don't know what it was. But I think we're still good. Yeah. Yeah, we're still good. I can still put the figure together. Okay. Just totally walked into the wire holding up my phone. Fat Thor Showcase. No, sir. I am doing Infinity War Thor V2, because I was not happy with Fat Hulk in Endgame. I thought that was a little too much, and that's not something they should have done for the culmination of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Just my opinion. I can go a lot further into that opinion, but that's what the podcast is for. Will your Hulk have a nano gauntlet? Dude, are you kidding? Why wouldn't it? What's your favorite Endgame set so far? The Ultimate Quinjet, easily. Yeah, I said that back in March when I was reviewing those sets. The Ultimate Quinjet was surprisingly good. Man, I am just glowing. Oh my god, maybe I need to lean in closer or something. Does that help at all? Crazy. Fat Hulk. But yeah, so then we got this suit. I forgot which one this is. This is pretty sick. It's pretty much just like the other suit that has the big pincers. It's not the Red Snapper, it's the other ones. I forget what they were called. Will your Thanos have a helmet or no helmet like the final battle? So that's still up in the air. My Thanos is going to be a big fig, but as far as what the functionality will be for the head, I'm not quite sure if I'll be able to pull off a removable helmet. I'm hoping I can, but no promises there. Favorite Star Wars movie? Dude, poster right there. Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. And my favorite movie of all time, period. Are you making a custom nano gauntlet or an official one? Custom nano gauntlet or an official one? Well, I'll be making it a custom one. I mean, for sure. I'm not going to use Lego's big, weird playability, kid-style nano gauntlet. Okay. Let's see what else we got in here. How many more? Oh my god, I've got so many in here. Oh yeah, cool. So those of you who are sticking around for the stream here, check. Man, that is exciting. Did I order this many? Okay, first of all, these are way bigger than I was expecting, but that's okay. This is Loki's Scepter. Check that out. I didn't realize how many I had ordered. Jeez, this must have been a mistake. I must have done this by accident. Check that out, all those Loki scepters. Okay, so I'm going to take one of these out. I thought I had only ordered like 1 or 2, but 10 is fine. Okay, so here's my Loki from Thor Ragnarok. I'm going to take his daggers away and give him one of these scepters. Check this out, man. Definitely a little bit big, but that is okay. It is better than nothing. I mean, it does look really awesome. Check that out. Loki with his scepter. That's not bad. That is not bad, man. Check that out. I mean, you know, the custom ones made by other vendors like Life Daddy, for instance, you know, like, I think that's what he's called, you know, Life Brick. I mean, that one's obviously better, but this is definitely a close second, even though it is just a little bit big. But yeah. Are you going to make a new Loki? No, I'm still really happy with my Thor Ragnarok Loki. I really don't see the need for that. Okay. Now that I got those out of the way, though, I'm just going to put these like right here. Get rid of this little baggie. Staying organized here, ladies and gentlemen. Since you don't, since you didn't make Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse customs, will you make that in the future? Yeah, so I mean, I would love to do Spider-Verse customs in the future, but it's really, it's not on the list. As great as that would be, that's kind of on the same list as, like, you know, figures like the Old Republic figures and things I was talking about earlier, of just ideas that I have that I would love to, you know, do some point in the future. But we've got Mysterio, ladies and gentlemen, in his motion capture suit. Would you do a review on all the knockoffs I have? Honestly, dude, I'm open to it. I mean, I'm cautious about how much I want to keep promoting knockoff figures, because obviously it is a huge gray area in the community. They rip off of designs of a lot of really good people on here who don't really deserve to have that happen, and it is a little bit scummy. I wish they would design more of their own stuff and not lean so heavily on others. I mean, they do design a lot of their own stuff, but when they do dip in on other people's designs, it's pretty obnoxious. So, I mean, I'm not really sure how I feel about doing, you know, like a knockoff collection video, but I mean, I've got a pretty massive collection of them now. Do you have the knockoff Mysterio with the gold chest plate? I do, actually. It's in this bag here. Okay, here we go. So this dome piece, actually I need to get the hair piece on. I'm jumping ahead of myself. Am I a Just Too Good fan? Dude, are you kidding me? Absolutely. Justin is a pretty cool guy. We met actually in person in 2017 at Celebration Orlando. It's pretty cool, man. Justin is definitely one of the best guys on the platform. How tall am I? I am 6 feet. 6 feet tall. Apparently, according to my mom, doctors said I was going to be like 6'3", but I think 6 foot is definitely a really good kind of like middle ground height, and I'm pretty happy about that. Check it out. There's Mysterio, though. This is kind of odd because it's got a really nice printed Sandy Cheek style dome with the two pieces, the two halves, but then the hairpiece is black, which is weird, but an easy fix nonetheless. Can I send you fan mail? Well, I do not have a P.O. box set up right now, but maybe that's something I can do in the future. I really appreciate you being interested in doing that, though. That's awesome. How do you modify paintbrushes? Well, I don't modify paintbrushes. I mean, I usually just get the smallest paintbrushes that I can from hobby stores. My team is level 68 Iron Man Endgame. I'm very confused reading this. Level 66 Spider-Man Far. I don't know what any of that means, but okay. Are those new Far From Home sets? No. There are no new Far From Home sets. Not sure what you're talking about. When will you remake the Infinity Gauntlet? I assume you mean for Thanos. That's going to be on my new Armored Thanos coming later this year. When is your Black Widow showcase from Endgame? So Black Widow right now is coming along really nicely, and I haven't even shown her from the front on really anywhere besides Patreon quite yet. But she's looking awesome. I literally just have to do the insides. This is by the way not a knockoff. This is the custom Black Widow from Endgame that I'm working on. I have to paint the insides of her wrists, so like the sides that face the torso. I have to do the entirety of her legs, and I have to do a little bit of work on her staff. Using some micromagnets and a little bit more detail on the sides of her torso, kind of like in the corners on the front and back. But then once that's done, Black Widow's done, and then I'm going to do Ronin and hopefully have him done in 2 or 3 weeks, and we'll have the next Endgame showcase out the door. Do you consider yourself a master builder? I mean, yeah, man. After doing this for over a decade, I'd like to consider myself a master builder. Maybe not in terms of building mocks, but, you know, as a Lego enthusiast, yeah, I'd like to consider myself a master builder. What do you think of my custom Lego minifigs that I sent photos of to you? I would have to check my DMs again, because I totally forgot if I did actually wind up seeing them. I will check after the I almost said podcast. After the stream. Favorite Iron Man suit? Definitely the Mark 85, dude. How long does it take to make a custom Lego minifigure? Yeah, I mean, well, that's a very broad question that I answer quite, well, actually not as much as you'd think, but sometimes. And the answer is, it really depends. I mean, you know, like a secret figure that I'm working on like right now, which is really simple, takes, you know, no time at all, right? If it's like just like basic clothing, right? If I'm just painting clothing, I can make a figure pretty quick. But if I'm doing the Mark 85, or, you know, if I'm doing something crazy like the Spider-Man PS4 suit, or something nuts like Arthur Morgan from Red Dead 2, I mean, Arthur Morgan from Red Dead 2, as an example, took a whopping 50 hours of on and off work. So it really does depend, man. It varies a lot, but you typically ranging anywhere from 40 to 50 hours of on and off work over the course of several weeks. How'd you get the name MGF? Yeah, man. So I just like to tell people that Michael's my middle name, and MGF stands for Making Great Figures. All right. So pulling out our next figure here. Oh, shoot. We got Odin. So this is a surprise for me, because I ordered all of these, and then I just forgot which ones I ordered for the most part, and didn't really check the order until just now. But I will say, the figures come in quicker, apparently, when I wasn't expecting these for a while, actually. But as soon as I stopped ordering them off of eBay and I started ordering them off of AliExpress, these figures actually, you know, got here way quicker than I was expecting. Is this Christian server? What? Check your Twitter, please. I will do that. Are you Ross, the god of paintbrushes? I mean, I guess. Will you make Howard the Duck? Because I made the perfect Lego Howard. No, I don't plan on making Howard the Duck ever. I think Lego's got plenty of ducks with the Disney series. I would just get the knockoff Thing and Hulkbuster. Good choices, man. I would do that. I would also recommend Igor from Iron Man 3. That's probably my favorite knockoff still to this day. And I got that one like way earlier on in 2018. Okay, so Odin has 2 capes. That's cool. What do you use to paint your minifigures? Yeah, dude, I just use mostly toothpicks and really fine paintbrushes. Do you like do you like they make Pluto in the future? I'm trying to make sense of that as it's like flying up the screen. I hope they make Pluto in the future, yeah. When is the next Endgame video? Hopefully within the next few weeks, dude. Made some really fast progress on Black Widow, which I'm really excited about. And you will see more of that figure soon. Do you watch Just Too Good OSRS? I have no idea what that the last part means. But Just Too Good? No, I really don't watch any other Lego YouTubers. It's kind of weird. Like I mean, I'm subscribed to a lot of them, but I don't actually watch anyone. It's like for me, it's all like I watch. It's kind of a wide-ranging variety of content that I'm subscribed to that I actually frequently watch while working on Lego. But you'd be shocked just how little Lego content I consume. Like, you know, just myself. Yeah, definitely a lot less than when I was a kid. So that's Odin, by the way. Not bad, man. Not bad. That is not a bad looking figure. Kind of gives me a Lego Marvel Superheroes vibes. So we're going to put him right there behind Jane Foster. We're going to get rid of these extra pieces. I am really going to have to go through my bag of knockoffs and just like sort through the extra pieces. Because I have so many extra hands now and extra stands. Dude, what's up, Roshi Life? How you doing? Which celebration was better, Orlando or Chicago? Nothing's going to beat Orlando, man. Because Celebration Orlando is when we got that 40th anniversary panel, and within an hour, we got to see George Lucas he was there the whole time. It was just one of the greatest experiences of my life. And I mean, you know, Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, Hayden Christensen, Ian McDermott, Peter May, I mean, Billy Lord, John Williams in full orchestra composing 3 pieces. It was just no celebration will ever beat the 40th anniversary panel from Orlando. How was my day? It was pretty good, Roshi Light. Thanks for asking, man. So, this is probably what I'm the most excited about. And the 20 people who already turned out... blah. Words. So now that I have had a mini stroke, check this out, man. Thanos' swords. Holy crap, these are bigger than I was expecting. These are the Big Fig size ones. I believe these come from WM, and I will be using one of these for my custom Thanos when the time comes later this year. I'm telling you, I didn't mean to order this many. I don't recall. I'll have to do a giveaway or something, because I do not remember ordering this many of these. Like, same with Loki's staff. I remember I ordered a few, but not like a handful. Jesus. But this is exciting, because this is definitely a piece I will be using for my custom Thanos. Now, is it a little bit big? Yes. Which is why I think I have another variant of them in this bag that I'm going to open up in a second. Or they might not have come in yet. I don't know. But if we go ahead and clip this into a quick knockoff Thanos that I've got handy. Is it a little big? 100%. It is definitely pretty huge. Does it look that bad, though? No. And I mean, it's, yeah, something I'll definitely have to consider. But it looks pretty sweet. Your computer is dead from Sweet Customs. Do you play The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild? No, but my buddy Tate from the podcast definitely wants me to. I've heard nothing but good things about Breath of the Wild. So now that we've got the handful of Thanos swords out of the way, we've got another suit, the same suit that I unboxed earlier. Oh, is that the end? Oh, this is the last figure, ladies and gentlemen. All right. I honestly thought this was going to go on forever. But yeah, I do have smaller Thanos swords on the way. These are definitely a little bit big, but that's okay. What was your first custom you ever made? I'm pretty sure it was a green airborne trooper. I'm pretty sure that was it. Like a green clone airborne trooper. And I think there are pictures of that on my Mock Pages account, which is still up, believe it or not. And I also have a video of that back from when I was a kid still on the channel. All those old webcam videos, you can see it in some of those. But okay, so here we go. This is kind of the last figure for this stream here, if it will come out of the bag. It is pretty much, again, the blue Silver Centurion armor. Here we go. This one has a lot more pieces, though. What the hell? All right, man. It was a Stormtrooper, still on YouTube. It used a Stormtrooper helmet, but it wasn't a Stormtrooper. Okay, so this is very unique. You have a lot of custom parts here. You've got, like, blue Mark 50 wings. You've got the blue Mark 50 arm cannon. You've got the shield as well, also in blue with printed detail. Holy crap. Alright, will you make, or the Ronin suit, or Hawkeye's main suit? It's going to be the Ronin suit, with the full, like, tunic and everything. Okay. So, I don't know if you can attach these wings so easily. I have to use this little back piece and they kind of clip in. This is a pretty solid piece, man. Wow. I wish I had access to these when I was making the Mark 50 for Avengers Infinity War. Would have really made the figure that much better. Alright. Man, that is sick. Look at this piece, guys. These are the Mark 50 wings, but blue. And they are actually, this is a surprisingly, I mean, aside from the plastic being kind of cheap, a pretty high quality piece. Which is kind of contradictory sounding, but you get what I mean. Okay, so now we have some wrist armor here, which I'm probably not going to put on. I'll just keep all the accessories off for the time being, but you get a lot here. I mean, even this blade check that out. This blue silver Centurion figure comes with just a plethora of accessories. I'll show you guys in a second here and pull the phone off of the wall. So we're going to attach the arms really quick. Camo Clone's asking, have you tried Tate's Tortillas? No, I have not tried Tate's Tortillas, but when I get out there to California, dude, 100% we're making tortillas. Do you play Red Dead 2? Red Dead 2 is my favorite game of all time. You might have seen my Arthur Morgan figure from... Dude, I can't tell you how much I love Red Dead Redemption 2. That is barely a game. It is just an experience. And honestly, I said it on my Instagram story. I mean, Red Dead Redemption 2, I mean... Doesn't matter when you play it, man. Just make sure you play it at some point in your life. I mean, oh my God, what an experience! It is just the definitive Wild West experience. But yeah. So anyway, would you do an anniversary Lego Batman 2007 showcase? No. Where did you get that I'm a customizer? Oh, sorry. Where did you get that? I'm a customizer looking for parts for customs. AliExpress. So it's aliexpress.com. Make an account. It's a pretty efficient website. And then it's kind of tough to find the actual figures. What I do is I'll go on the Instagram pages here and then look at the little numbers that are on the graphics of the figures and then put those in on AliExpress. And then they all come up. And you just order from the different sellers. Have you watched Teen Titans Go versus Teen Titans? No, I'm really not interested. Will you make Rescue? I already started on Rescue, dude, so the answer is 100% yes. I really should release like the roster of Endgame figures that I'm making. It's already on Patreon, but I should post that again here. But if you don't mind me asking, what software do you use to edit videos? Usually just Final Cut and iMovie. It's a bit of both. What knockoff company are these from? Well, we've got KOPH. Cough. I don't know. And then WM is in here, and then I think one other company. When are you going to make Ant-Man? I already made Ant-Man last year, dude, and I wouldn't make that figure any differently, so he's already done. Showcase is on the channel. And his costume didn't change for Endgame. So, yeah. Now, as for other things besides this whole collection... I will be doing a quick Valkyrie video that's coming up pretty soon. I made a new hairpiece for her, and I posted this over on Patreon, and I'll be doing a video of her and the updates I made to the figure with a new Pegasus that I ordered off of Bricklink, and that'll be for a pretty cool video pretty soon. And yeah, maybe I'll do, if I ever order this many knockoff figures again, I think I might do an actual stream on the channel, honestly. Do I like Jacob Gyllenhaal as Mysterio? Yeah, he was great as Mysterio. I said Mysterio. I just don't really think it's stretched his acting ability too much. I think he's capable of a lot more than what we saw in Far From Home. Would you recommend me to play Red Dead? Play Red. I assume you mean Red Dead. Yes, dude. Red Dead Redemption 2 is my favorite gaming experience of all time. I mean... You just play that game slow, you take it at your own pace. It is an experience, and it is not a fast-paced game. You are just dropped into the world of 1899, and it's insane. I can't explain it. You have to play it for yourself. But anyway, let me see if I can go ahead and flip the camera around here to give you a quick look at all this awesome stuff. Let me move Endgame Black Widow out of the shot really quick, and Valkyrie just kind of jostled around right there. So this is what I've been unboxing over the course of this entire stream. And these are all the accessories that I was talking about that came with this guy, which I was kind of surprised by. I totally forgot how many accessories actually came with him. So you've got wrist armor that can go on, these really good blue Mark 50 wings, the shield from Infinity War, and the arm cannon, obviously all in blue, even the blade. I mean, these are all really useful parts, guys. And this is why I am so into the knockoffs, because of all these useful parts. I mean, this Mysterio... I could use in a skit for the Far From Home showcase. You know, these Iron Man suits I plan on using for the Iron Legion, like, wine cellar Hall of Armor once I get more of those to stack up and use suits like these from the knockoff companies to fill those spaces. This Jane Foster is surprisingly good. I mean, the helmet quality isn't the greatest, but for a customizer, it's more than good and you know, more than serviceable, right? That's the whole thing with me and these knockoffs is... it's always something that will either complement my collection, like a Korg Big Fig, because I don't really plan on making a Korg, and to have him go really nicely with Thor Ragnarok figures I made back in 2017, or just, having really useful parts and useful characters for the collection, for skits, and other stuff like that. I got Fat Thor here in case I need to use him for a skit because I don't plan on making Fat Thor, and just stuff like that. And they're cheap as hell. I mean, a lot of these were 87 cents to like $2. I think the highest any of these really cost was like maybe $3. It was crazy. That's on AliExpress, by the way. So, yeah, I mean, again, I'm not the biggest proponent of knockoff figures. I'm just into it for the useful parts and the various uses that can come of them. I don't just buy random ones without reason. So I think that it is scummy when they do rip off of designs of people in the community here, and I really don't appreciate it. It even happened to me. I mean, you guys saw the Thanos, which is and with the face design that has that was directly ripped from mine, and it's happened to so many other people, but the knockoff figures have their uses, and that is the point. And so I think other than that, man, that is pretty much going to do it for this stream. And again, if I wind up getting this many knockoff figures ever again all at once, I will definitely just do a stream on YouTube, because I think that would definitely be pretty cool over there. But yeah, I have all of those except for the scepter, the double-bladed sword, and 3 of the figures. Yeah, man. Yeah, cool. All right. Well, that's going to do it. Tonight I'm working on a secret figure, which I will reveal pretty soon. And then as soon as I'm done with that, or done making some good progress on that, I'm going to be right back to working on Natasha and Ronan for the next Avengers Endgame showcase. And guys, the Endgame showcases are already ramping up quicker than they were over the course of 2019, because I'm already pretty much halfway, if not over halfway done with Black Widow. So yeah, favorite MCU movie, definitely Avengers Infinity War. So I think that's going to do it. I think I've covered just about everything I wanted to with this stream, opening all these knockoff figures. And I will catch you guys in the next one, whenever that will be. So thank you for hanging out. And